Hi Cancer, welcome in a monthly reading. Let's see what's going on with you in the month of September. So the first card you got, Cancer, is Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay, there's some blockages, like this very materialistic perspective on life. Something is just like your mindset is kind of blocking the energy, I would say, something related to materialistic world, but we'll get to that with more cards. The next card is the Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of the energy, like you wanting to do something, a lot of kind of motivation, kind of to do something, to take some action, to put the effort into something. This kind of energy of like, yeah, I'm going to do this, yeah. So there's a lot of kind of this type of energy. You are like very energetic and ready to go and do something. The next card is the Knight of Pentacles. So maybe you'll be like looking for some stability in your material life, I would say. It might be about anything, mostly maybe about money, career, job, whatever it might be for you, but you just kind of look for the stability in life, this kind of feeling safe also, and also to kind of, there's also this kind of energy of wanting to do something fair, in the right way. Let's get some clarity on that. So we have the King of Cups reversed. Yeah, I think like you might be a little bit negative about stuff. Like you might have this mindset in September, but it's kind of not letting you go with the flow or something. Just like maybe you look at your money and you're like not happy with it, and you're just like being negative about this. Maybe you don't like your situation in life right now. That type of energy, like you have this energy like you don't like what you are seeing right now in your life, and that might be kind of the motivation for you. This motivation and this energy of kind of wanting to go and do something might come from this feeling like you are not satisfied with your life. Like you are all the time like, nah, I don't like this, nah, this is not good, no, this is not enough, something like that. But in this energy of kind of not being satisfied with what you have, and kind of focusing on that, and mostly like not being just satisfied, simply satisfied with what you are seeing in your life, in your environment, in what you have, is kind of like motivation for you to go and do something, and do this in the right way. Because maybe in the past you were just like lazy and not do anything in the right way, just going the easy way, but now you just like, I don't like the effects of this and I want to try something new. Even if this might be hard, I just want to try this in the hard way and see what it will give me, what kind of results I will get. So this unsatisfaction is for you kind of the motivation in reality. Like it gives you this determination to kind of go and do something about this if you don't like this. Yep. I don't know which card I should pull. But let's go with next card, Justice. Okay, I kind of see there like a lot of focus on material stuff, about your environment, about the things around you, not mostly in your mind, but as I said, in like mostly in physical sense. It's kind of a lot of focus in that area. And yeah, there's kind of this sense of fairness, like you want to do something fair, you want to do something in the right way, like I don't know, apologize to someone because you don't like maybe what you did, like, you know, make things right, something like that. Or maybe you want to work because you have, for example, debts. if I say this right, like you owe money to someone something, and you want to, like, this is motivating you to kind of go and pay those bills, those money you own to someone or something. And it's kind of a lot of this, like, you want to make things balanced again. You don't want to be on the other side where you owe money to someone, or on the other side, and you know what I mean. And excuse the noises. However, yeah, there's a lot of kind of this sense of wanting to make things right. Maybe on your consciousness you have some stuff that you are not happy with, but it also might be about the physical world, where you are not happy with how the situation is looking. So there's, as I said, a lot of kind of this physical stuff you want to fix in your life, like come to the balance in your life. The clarification we have is strength reversed. So you kind of feel like you don't have the strength to, maybe you didn't have the strength, and you're trying to kind of find it in yourself to kind of go out and do those stuff. And maybe you feel like this thing that you're unsatisfied with is kind of letting you down. It's kind of like making you feel bad, or just in overall you feel like weak because of the situation you don't like in your life, and you're trying to fix that. That's why you have this motivation to kind of go and do something, have this motivation to fix this, maybe change yourself, your life in some way, because you feel like it's taking away your strength, it's taking away your energy, and you don't feel just good about this. The next card is the High Priestess. So there's also kind of like, when I was pulling out card, I kind of get this energy of a lot of kind of like thinking and being deep inside, like a lot of like a reflection, and a lot of like sitting in the dark with your thoughts, and kind of like enough, like I don't want these thoughts anymore, and like you're coming to the terms that something is just not making you satisfied with your life, something is making you weak. So there is a lot of like a reflection, reflecting on your life in the month of September. We have the Eight of Wands, which is like you maybe, what I got in my mind right now, it was like you getting this kind of realization in your mind, like the message finally comes to your mind, like, okay, I feel so unsatisfied with this, it's making me weak, and I have to change that, I have to do something, I have to have motivation to change that because I don't like this situation. This is this kind of information that just came to your mind. It was in your mind for a long time, but only now when you reflected on this, it kind of like was delivered to your mind, like you got finally the message. So that's kind of energy I'm getting. Let's get now maybe some oracle card, like the K words for the month of September. And you have a power. Yeah, it's kind of you trying to find the control over your life in yourself, like you trying to find the strength, but it's mostly like you want to have power over something, over your life, over yourself. It's mostly in that sense, like maybe, as I said, maybe you have debts and you feel like you are codependent to them, and by paying them off, you will feel like you are powerful and you have control over your life, over yourself, and you are not in the codependent anymore. So that's kind of the stuff I am getting. The next card is the Eight of Cups reverse. So it's you kind of like having trouble going away from this, like you having trouble to go and change that, because you have the motivation, but I don't see like the change, because maybe you have this motivation, but you are still not doing maybe this. You have maybe the will, but it's still kind of this in September hard for you to let go of this old ways of doing things, or it's hard for you to fix the situation because maybe it's hard, or maybe you don't have enough of this motivation, or maybe you don't have a good plan or anything like that. But I'm getting the will, but I'm not getting from cards like you are actually doing something and fixing something. So maybe because you are still too weak to do that in some way. Maybe you will have to ask your friend for help or something like that, someone for help. But yeah, there's just like the energy of you wanting to let go, but you kind of can't. Like something, like there's this like kind of energy of like you maybe not believing in yourself and know that you can do this, or maybe you know that you have to fix something, but you are not doing this. You are like running away from this. You are like weak in the month of September. You're just like, you got the message, but you are not using this. You're trying to run away from it. You have this motivation, but you are scared of something. Like you are scared that this maybe won't work out, or something. But you have the will, but you are not using it. You are running away from it. There's some fear inside of you of going and doing this. And maybe for being judged about this. However, the next card is the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, now we have the work. So you kind of waiting for results and kind of getting them, probably. Or maybe you being kind of scared of them. But there are some results. It's kind of like complicated energy to read, but let's get more clarification on that. Oh yeah, okay. So we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we have waiting for results and actually working on something. So that's good. We have cards of working on something. So you are actually working on something. You got the message and you are working, but there's something still blocking you from going away from the things that are making you unsatisfied. Like you are still working, you are waiting for results, but something is still keeping you from not leaving this old way of living. Or this debt you have, for example, or whatever is keeping you from feeling satisfied with your life. But you will work, like, I get the energy of kind of you putting in the energy and you waiting for results. But maybe what's keeping you away from getting those results is your own mind. Or maybe you're doing, but you are expecting like bad results. That's something like that. But I kind of getting like maybe the results aren't bad, but you are just like in your mind, like still in this mindset that something might not go right, something might go wrong, and stuff like that. But it's a lot of kind of like energy of fear, energy of letting go, and kind of this, you just like, I don't know how to explain this. It's just like you are working, you are waiting for those results, but in your mind you're kind of like, I don't know why I'm even doing this. Like I know the results will be bad or something like that. Like that's kind of the energy I'm getting. But it's like all in your mind, because in reality you're actually working. You just kind of see that you are doing something and it might bring good results. You're just in this toxic mindset, like something bad will happen in a moment, or it won't work out, or something like that. This fear of success, kind of. The next card, Death Reversed. It's maybe because you are scared of change. Maybe that's why you are kind of scared of those results, because you are scared of change. You are kind of rejecting this. It reminded me of a quote I read. It's like, when you resist change, you resist life. So it is something I wanted to throw in. But yeah, it's you kind of like being scared of this change. So you are working, you are waiting for those results, probably getting those results. But in your mind, it's this fear of success, and I don't know why. I don't know. You should think about this. What does that mean to you? Why you are scared of success? why you are scared that things might work out, why you are scared of this change. What is it that makes you have this fear for change? For probably better change. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. Okay, so we are done with the tarot cards. We will get now some oracle cards. So the next keyword for the September is patience. So yeah, there's a lot of kind of like working and waiting for results, getting the results. So it might take like all month for you to kind of get those results. But maybe there's also like the slow kind of change. The next keyword for September is reflection. Yeah, and with this High Priestess, there's a lot of kind of like, as I said, deep thinking, deep kind of reflection, deep kind of like introspection, and it's like really like going deep into yourself and realizing what you are not satisfied with and wanting to fix that. And yeah, there's a lot of that, but actually I'm kind of in mood to read you the meanings of those cards. I don't know why, but I will just listen to my intuition. Oh yeah, and that's the wrong that's the okay, I gotta take my box. I had it in my deep inside, so I had to look for it. Yeah, but power. Where are you? Oh, okay. So the first card was power. Okay. This wait. I don't know if I should verse too much. I will start from the the presence of this triumphant card reminds you of your spiritual inheritance and so sovereign self. You are a bright, regal spark of the divine, independent individual, and yet totally connected. Perhaps you are in the midst of a power struggle or need to reclaim control from a person or situation. Are you using your position of power wisely? Are you being called to stand firm in your power and have the courage of your convictions? Purposeful thoughts and deeds seeded from the fertile ground of truthfulness, honor, and respect carry authentic power and are among your strongest allies. Yeah. Excuse my reading, I know, but those words are hard to read. But yeah, just listen to the message and go with it. But there's maybe some situation or something, as I said, you have to like let go of, gain power in, because as I said, there's something that is keeping you unsatisfied and you kind of can't let go of it, maybe because you don't have the power yet, maybe you're too weak to kind of act on this, but you have a motivation to kind of go with it. Maybe also because of fear, as I said, maybe the fear of success or something like that. The next card is patience. Okay. Wait. Heed her wise counsel in the face of change or delays by surrendering to the wisdom of divine timing, rather than feeling trapped and frustrated by your own agenda. Enjoy the rewards of peace and compassion that patience brings. Embrace the shortcomings in yourself and others, and accept the perfection of each passing moment just the way it is. Nice message. And the last card will be the reflection. Okay. By reviving past mistakes, you can gain clarity to why something did not work and evaluate whether change might be appropriate. Reflection is a vital component of our learning process and facilitates expanded awareness of our position and purpose in life. It requires focus, and focus requires that wisely invest in making time for the transformational power of reflection. So it kind of tells about whether or not the change is appropriate. So that's interesting. Maybe that's why, maybe you are kind of doubting the change you are making. Maybe that's not that you are scared of success, but whether if the change by itself would be successful. So that's something to think about. That's interesting. Because maybe you don't know what results this change might bring. Maybe you will be working on this, but you don't know if it will actually bring some success. Actually, you just have to believe more in your decisions. Okay, so now we'll get some overall energy for the month of September. Like, what is the overall energy for you? So the first card we got is the Angel of Verdancy reversed. Yeah, so there's kind of energy of being stuck, okay? Like not growing, not being able to grow. This energy of, I would say, even rooting. Like something is not growing, it doesn't have water, and it doesn't have the ability to grow, and it's just like getting dry, and you know what I mean. So it's you maybe trying to water this plant, in reality you trying to kind of make things moving, make things work, fix some things, to just keep the energy in the flow, to not make it stuck. You just kind of want to get out of the state of being stuck. But at the same time, you are still in this mindset. As I said, you are still in this mindset of being scared of this change, of success, or whatever. But yeah, the next card is the Angel of Divination, reversed. So that tells me that maybe you don't, as I said, oh my god, everything is connecting. It's like you not being able to tell if the change you are making will bring you results in the future. So you don't know how the future will look. So you're kind of like in this mood that you are working, but you don't know if this work has any sense, because you don't know if this change will actually change something in your life. I mean, it might be successful, but you don't know if that change, even if it's successful, will actually change your life in any way, fix your life, or whatever it might mean to you. But yeah, there's also kind of this uncertainty about the future, about how it will work out, if it was a waste of time, or when it comes to this work you made in the month of September. But it's mostly like your mindset. And the last card is the Angel of Passion. Flame. I mean, like, I call it like kind of the card of passion, because flame, fire is kind of like fiery and emotions, stuff like that. But it's reversed. So it's kind of like lack of passion, actually, because you are doing something, but you don't put in the real energy into this. Like, you don't put any feelings into this. You don't put in it any like manifestation. You're just like doing something, but you don't put energy into this. Like, you don't put the vision in this, because you're just like scared that it will fail or whatever. You're just like doing something, but you are not manifesting the right results you want. You're in this uncertain mindset where you don't know what will be the results. So you don't have any vision about how it might end. And that's actually not good, because we all know law of attraction is thing, so is a thing. So we should like have a vision about what we want the results to be. And you don't have this kind of, you like kind of this passion for what you are doing and kind of a vision about this. But yeah, but now we will kind of last cards are kind of advice, message from angels, or whatever you believe in, just kind of advice for the month of September. So we have compromise. Okay, we have yes, and we have forgiveness. So yeah, first of all, you kind of say yes to this motivation, you start working on something, stuff like that, but there kind of needs to be like this opening, like you are closed when it comes to the success of this thing you're working on, and maybe there are kind of the failures you made in the past, and you have to like forgive yourself for that, because maybe that's what's keeping you away from this success, or you kind of have this mindset that is kind of like maybe based on past experiences, and maybe you experienced some failures, and now you kind of think like, is this a waste of time? Is working on this like waste of time, because in past all of those things failed, like why would it work now? And this kind of type of mindset, and you have to like forgive yourself and let go of these past mistakes or failures and stuff like that, because if you once failed, it doesn't matter, like you will fail also this time. And also there's no something like failure, there are only lessons. So you just have to like say yes to the success, like you have to say yes to the change that you want to make, because you're trying to physically make some change, but in mindset you are kind of blocking it and saying like, no, it won't work out, no, I don't feel like it will work, like working, and no, I don't think it will work, and you keep working, and what's the point? And yeah, I only have a compromise. I don't know what that means to you. It might mean anything. You just have to compromise something, or maybe you just like putting too much, like you're too ambitious about this and you're trying too much, like too much. Like change can be made overnight, and you just have to realize that, and maybe lower your expectation, and maybe that expectations, maybe that's the point. So that's interesting, very interesting, and you should definitely reflect on that, like what are you feeling exactly, what is your fear. But yeah, I guess that's it, Cancer. So let me know down below in the comments if video resonated, and leave a like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see my face a few times a month, and yeah, I guess that's it. So have a nice day, night, have a nice month, most importantly, and excuse my reading because I know it was bad, it was really bad, but yeah, and guys, I guess that's it. So take care, thank you for watching.